Okay, we are going to talk about a couple of things today. We are going to review the homework from 9.6. So please have your homework from 9.6 out. I think it says, it doesn't say 9.6 at the top, it says translations or transformations with trig functions. And then we will get started on our 9596 graphing review worksheet. First thing, from yesterday's assignment, going to go through a couple of problems. Again, we are following off of the template of y equals a times the sine or cosine of b times theta or x minus h plus k. So over here we see that the a is 1/3, the amplitude is 1/3. That makes the graph a little bit stinky. The period, remember, period is going to be 360 divided by b. You got to remember that. And here it's 1. B is 1, so it's just 360. That's our normal one. The plus 30 is the shave lift. Phase shift, we got to go left 30, so negative 30. Vertical shift is down 5. Midline equation is the vertical shift, y equals negative 5. So everything on this one's going to be done way down at negative 5. I'm going to label this negative 5. I'm going to label this up 1/3. That's negative 4 2/3. This isn't a great example, great problem, but we'll deal with it. And down to negative 5 1/3. Remember, I like to draw in my template, and then we got, what do we got to do? We got to find our 360, 180, 90, and 270. And then this is a sine, so I would start at the origin. See if I can change colors here. I can. I would start at the origin, I would end at 360, I'd go here, I'd go here, I'd go here. But remember, we want to go left 30. So now I'm going to take it, I'm going to move all these points. Let's go with black. Left 30 is about here, left 30 is about here, left 30, left 30, and left 30. And now we go up, and we come down, and we go up, and we're good. And we moved everything left 30. Okay, over here, amplitude, remember it's the absolute value of A, that's 2. Period, again, is 360. I didn't have one with a different period here because the B is 1. Phase shift is left 45, negative 45. Vertical shift is up 4, plus 4. Midline equation is y equals 4. Again, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My midline will be at 4. My maximums will be at 6. My minimums will be at 2. We're getting through in 360. And I'm going to have 180. And I got 90, and I got 270. I'll grab a different color, and we will graph. My normal one is a cosine. I am Batman. Up here, down here, 0 and 0. That's the normal ones, right? But I really want to go 45 left. So 45 left is here. It's halfway for all these 90s. 45 left, 45 left. Negative 45, coming through 45, 135, 225, and at 315. And there you go. And we're good. Okay, word problem. I imagine everybody got this one done. Words here say the graph at the right approximates the height. This is the height of a jump rope in inches. The maximum point on the graph is 68. That's very important. You get that by reading. Reading. Don't leave home without it. The minimum is 2. Halfway in between 68 and 2. Add them together, divide by 2. 35. 35 is the midline. The midline, y equals 35. How far up? How far down? The amplitude is 33. Okay, I found the midline. I found the amplitude. Next, I got to find period. It looks like we are a sine curve starting at the origin there, and I'm back to the origin there. Oh, those lucky ducks. They gave us 1 second. That's so nice. Period equals 1 second. Big moment, write an equation. Anytime you got to deal with the period and a word problem, we're talking about 2 pi over b equals 1 second over 1 second. Cross multiply. It's too late to cross multiply. B is 2 pi. Equation h for height equals amplitude. I went up 33 and down 33. Sine curve here. I did a b of 2 pi, and that's t instead of theta or x, and my whole thing started up 35. I got myself a vertical shift of 35, an amplitude of 33. That's where I get my 68 and my 2, up 33, down 33. And this is really the full meal deal here, huh? You got to notice that the period is 1 second, and then you have to find the value of b. I can't say that enough. Y equals a sine b theta minus h plus k. K was 35, A was 33, B was 2 pi, because that's what makes the 1. H was 0, we don't have to write it. Great problem. Love it. Write the sine equation of the given. Okay, so a few things we got to notice here. First of all, it looks, sine starts in the middle and goes up like that. So this is really my starter point, huh? So that's my phase shift. I'm going to call it 45 to the right. I think that's a legitimate argument. So I'm going to have a amplitude. I'm going to have a, let's see, period. I'm going to have a phase shift, and I'm going to have a vertical shift. So I think the vertical shift is 1, 2, 3. You notice that this is our midline. Y equals 3 is our midline. Vertical shift is up 3 or just plus 3. From there we go up to 4 and down to 2. Amplitude is 1. Period. How long did it get done? I would just eye up the period as I go from a bottom to a bottom. That's a great way to find it. And it looks like the period is 180. And then the phase shift I said was right 45. And I'm going to put right. Okay, so now again, we're doing y equals a times the sine of b times theta minus h plus k. Let's see if we can put it together. Y equals, amplitude is 1. Do I really need to write the 1? Nope, I don't. Sine of, what do we got here? I got to have the value of b. Big moment, big. You got to take 360 over b equals 180 over 1 and cross multiply. 360 divided by 180, it's 2. B is 2. You solve that proportion. Times theta. And I went 45 right, minus 45 degrees, and I went 3 up. And there it is. Whoomp. There it is. Whoomp. Cosine on this guy over here. Let me change colors for you. Can do. Whoa, what color did I pick? I don't even know. Oh, that you can't even see that in the back of the room. Well, some of you in the back of the room aren't currently paying attention. Might want to dial it in. Okay, here we go. Cosine, Batman, I'm starting there. There's no phase shift. Amplitude, let's figure out. So I'm from -3 to +5. So I need to figure out what's halfway in between -3 and +5. Add them together, divide by 2, it's 1. So my amplitude goes from 1 up to 5 and down to -3. My amplitude is 4. My period, I'm going to call that 360. Actually, it looks more like, oh dear. Did they do like 330? What did they do here? That was a mess. Why? Let's call it 360. I'm calling it 360. I'm calling it 1. Otherwise it's no good. My phase shift, we don't have one. Phase shift is 0. Vertical shift is up 1. So I'm going to do, again, you got to set this equal to 360 over B. That might be like 330, but I don't understand why they would do that. Why is this one here? Oh, I got it. It's there and there. I was right the whole time. Oh, that's great. Holy cow. Even when I think I'm wrong, I'm right. Okay, B is 1. So I'm going to do Y equals, amplitude is 4. Cosine, B is 1. Just never give up hope. Theta plus 0. I don't need that. And it's up 1. Holy cow. All we had on this one was a up 1 and then a amplitude of 4. Yeah. We made her. Nice. Okay. Hit the pause if somebody's sitting near the computer and hand out the 9.5, 9.6 graphing review worksheet. You're going to want to get that in your hands because we're going to do, there's 3 types of problems that you're going to be asked to do to review all of this graphing because there's a lot going on here. I know this is new, so we have a little review day here for this stuff. And so hopefully you pause the video and now we're ready. Number 2, using degrees, find the amplitude, the period, the phase shift, and the vertical shift. And it's really easy to find the amplitude. Oh, wait, this is our first negative. Oh, dear. Got to remember, amplitude is the absolute value of -3. It's 3. That'll just flip it over. I'll show you that on the graph. I think that's why I chose to do this one. Period. The value of B is 3. That means we have 360 divided by 3 is 120. We get her done in 120. Phase shift, none. There's nothing in there, right? Vertical shift, down 3. Okay. So I'm going down 3 and then I have an amplitude of 3. So I'm gonna make it like this. Okay. I'm gonna grab a different color. It's gonna be great. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Midline is y equals -3. Boom, 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 boom. And I go 3 up with the amplitude. Boom, 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 boom. 3 down. Boom, 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 boom. And then we got a period of 120. I'm going to get done in 120. Half of 120 is 60. Half of a half is 30. And I got 90 over here, okay? I got no phase shift, so I don't have to worry about plotting points and then not worrying about it. Now, very important that you remember back to the negative means it's reflected. So instead of looking like Batman like that, it's going to look like this. It's going to go the opposite direction. So I'm going to go, let's go back, little ACDC. There we go. We're going to start at the minimum value, so it's reflected down, and at that value. Halfway in between, we're going to be, here, and then I'm going to go through here, and we go up, and we round it out, and we come down, and there you go. We got her. Okay, so you got to do the rest of those now. So you're working off of y equals a sine or cosine b theta minus h plus k. Have we seen h and k yet this year? I don't remember. Oh, I do remember we have. Okie dokie. Stop doing the next one because go back to this one. The next page, I believe, maybe. I think there's about 4 of these, about 6 of them first ones. I already did 1, you got 5 left. About 4 of these, I'm going to do one with you. Amplitude, A. period. Ooh, so important that you recognize that period is equal to 360 divided by b. Make a proportion. Cross multiply. 360 divided by 60. It's 6. B is 6. A is a half. K is -4. Notice no phase shift on this one. It wants a sign. That means that we got to do y equals a sine b theta or x or t, and I don't have an h, so I don't have to put it in parentheses, minus k. There you go. So you gotta do this, huh? Period equals 360 divided by, I've said this 1,000 times. That's an exaggeration, probably 82 times in the last couple of days. And some of you will disappoint me and forget about it on the test, but try not to be that person. Okay, so you got a few of those. Put that aside. Don't go on. One more problem. Okay, I got 4 of these on the back. I think two of them say sine, 2 of them say cosine. Please make sure you're paying attention. All right, so now they got -1 and +3. Halfway in between must be this line. Y equals 1 is the midline. So its vertical shift is up 1, +1. That's K. Next, from there I go up 2 and down 2. So my amplitude is 2. My phase shift looks like it's 0. I didn't move left or right. And my period, I would go from here. Ooh, look at that, 180. Again, if the period is 180, then 360 over b equals 180 over 1. Cross multiply b is 2. So I've got an amplitude of 2, a period of 180 for a value of b of 2, and a vertical shift of 1. Y equals 2 sine, what do I got? Value of b was 2 theta +1. Boom. So we did not have a phase shift on that. We didn't go left or right. So please remember, for these other ones, I think they do move them, at least on 1 or 2 of them. A sine or cosine b theta minus h plus k. Don't forget the minus is an opposite. All right, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Now that all of our... Finish the review worksheet. That is the 9.5, 9.6 worksheet. I just did 3 of the problems for you. You should be able to get that done. Homework check tomorrow. So if you've missed some class, you're going to turn in 9.2, 9.3, 9.4, 9.5, 9.6, and review 9.5, 9.6. Tomorrow we do this. Test is in 2 days. Let's go.